Well, good evening, everybody. How's everyone doing tonight? Sorry, I was picking up too much static in my ear. I need to check something. I don't know if we're streaming on YouTube or on Facebook. Let me just check the Facebook page. We are not. Okay. Wheel. Okay, got that put out there across. So, as you may notice, things are a little bit different here. Which will take you on a little tour of that. Well, maybe, if I can. Nope, I can't. Is what it is, I guess. So anyway, you may notice that things are a little bit different here now. The monitors are not side by side anymore. The one that I'm looking at right now has the webcam on top of it. Is what it's called live production. And the one next, well, see if I can do this at least. The one that right here is the primary. So this is the primary setup over here. Like, this is my personal zone. And what we're looking at here, right in this spot. I can't show this though. What's in this, because I have cable management wise down below the desk here. So cables are all tied up. So, but this spot over here, like right here, is what's called the live production zone. It's like I have the stream deck sitting right here, the audio mixer, of course the mic, and the monitor we use for live streaming. And if I need to, I will slide over here to access things like chats and all that stuff. So, it is a pretty nifty setup. I think what I'm going to do, I think I have a spare mouse like this. somewhere that I can just use for over here and keep my primary one over there. That way if I slide over here, I can access things more conveniently. I'll have to look for that later. If not, I'm sure I have like a wireless receiver one somewhere. But anyways, that's beside the point. Right now, like the title of the video says, we got some weather to talk about. So let's get right down to business. As you can see, the pink area is the winter storm warning. Now they did, just before we started this live video, update some of the criteria. So, I'm going to look at all the snowfall potential totals, model by model, here in a little while. So they're now saying that for Upshur, Barber, Northwest Webster, Southeast Webster, Northwest Pocahontas, Northwest Randolph, Southeast Randolph. Heavy snow expected. Total snow accumulation between 5 and 9 inches, with locally higher amounts possible across the higher windward mountain slopes from 1 p.m. Saturday to 2 a.m. Eastern Monday. Shoo. And then for these areas, Gilmore, Lewis, Harrison, Taylor. Heavy snow expected. Total snow accumulation between 5 and 7 inches. Okay. Now, down towards like Charleston. For Perry, Morgan, Athens, Jackson, Ohio. Vinton, Meg, Scalia, Mason, Jackson, West Virginia. Putnam, Kanawha, Roan, Wart, Clay, Northwest Nicholas, Southeast Nicholas. Could say between 3 and 6 inches. That seems a little more like winter weather advisory criteria. But anyway, let's mosey along here. Let me get rid of that. Okay, now this is an in-house model. Yeah, so this model is showing up until Tuesday, but by 4 a.m. on, or 8 a.m. Monday, up to almost 7 inches of snow for Philippi. About, like, 9-ish for parts of Randolph. But let's just look at the timing of this. So it looks like for parts of Harrison County, this model is saying it could start out as a little bit of rain, which is like a little warm wedge before it gradually goes to. But for the higher elevations, like say from Philippi west or eastward, you're looking at staying all snow. But I think this model's underdoing it. Like, it might have more heavier snow than what this is showing. So let's just bring up these models. Okay, so let's look at the GFS. This is showing that Philippi could get up to like 8 inches. What the GFS is saying. Now let's see what they're saying. Yeah, they're saying all snow too. For pretty much everyone. Which is why they're saying that the totals are going to be a little bit higher. Let's look at this model. Yeah, they're showing all snow as well. So let's look at their snowfall accumulation totals. Okay, so between 6 to 8. Now, it's about 5 inches for the NAM. So we're on a range. So, Philippi, I'm going to go out on a limb here for you. And say you could at least see between 4 to 8 inches. Possibly more. In like 3 to... So I think the National Weather Service and their statement criteria. Alright, so... Let's see... Looking for this one Pacific graphic. Hang on. Actually, I'm going to tell you over here and make this real quick. Okay, so here you guys ready to see your snowfall forecast of what we are actually thinking? Well, here it is. So, now we're giving a broad range. So, places in this like purple color could see between 3 to 6 inches. Now you see this border line right here? Those are places that could see between 3 to 6 or 4 to 8. Then the places all in this pink color could see 4 to 8 inches plus. And we have another like borderline between 1 to 3 or 4 to 8. So those places could see, but I think the National Weather Service is on par for what they are talking about with this upcoming system and the criteria. Now, something else I do want to look at. And that is the actual yeah, 4 to 8 inches. And in the criteria, okay, they're saying 5 to 9. You know what? I'm going to change this. Whoops. There. That's what we're thinking here in the... Actually, I'm going to broaden it out just a little bit. No, I'm going to keep it. This is exactly what we're thinking, what we're going to see across the region with this winter storm. I'm going to just see once. Okay. So, to sum it up, once again, this is the winter storm warning in effect for all of North Central West Virginia. And so for Harrison, Marion, Monongalia, Preston, Tucker, Wetzel, Tyler, Doddridge, Lewis, Braxton, Gilmore, Ritchie, Pleasance, and I think I already said Braxton and Gilmore. The winter storm warning goes in effect from 1 a.m. or 1 p.m. to 1 tomorrow to 1 p.m. on Sunday. Because there you're going to see less of an impact. Well, everyone's going to see it. Everyone's going to see a big impact of this with the storm system. But it's just going to be short-lived in the areas mentioned. But now, in Taylor County, it goes until 1 p.m. on Sunday. So from 1 p.m. tomorrow to 1 p.m. Sunday. But for Barber, Upshur, Webster, Northwest Pocahontas, Randolph, it goes from 1 p.m. Sunday or Saturday to 2 a.m. Monday, because there you're going to start to see more like wave after wave after wave of snow showers, which is going to add to those snow totals. I wonder if they did extend this. No. I am surprised that Preston and Tucker counties winter storm isn't going to the same time that Barber, Upshur, Webster, and Randolph counties does. What does Nicholas counties go till? 1 p.m. Okay. But I feel good about saying 6 to 9 inches plus. So to pretty much sum this up, this storm system isn't expected to start until roughly, well, let's just look back at this. So it's going to start entering Wetzel County by 11 a.m. It's just going to overtake the region from there. So it's going to pretty much start around 11 a.m. tomorrow. But it's going to start trickling it into, like, say, Clarksburg, Grafton, Fairmont, Doddridge, or West Union, Morgantown by like noon, and then overtake from there for the rest of the day. Until it leaves by Sunday. So this is why the higher elevations winter storm warning goes in effect a little bit later, because of after the fact, some like potential wraparound moisture from the back end of it through the evening hours. And behind the system, it's going to get cold. Like, it's going to get cold. Let's just look at temperatures. Yeah, uh-huh. Yeah, look at this. We're gonna struggle to break out of the teens on Sunday. Ooh, starting out Sunday morning in the single digits for some, and barely budging from there. Again, this is only a model. Let's look at the actual. So, yeah, it's gonna get cold. So anyway, I think that's pretty much where we're gonna leave it for tonight. We will probably maybe do a handheld phone Facebook Live tomorrow showing some of the conditions. If anything really deteriorates throughout the day tomorrow. We'll see. But anyway, until then, I think this is where we're going to go ahead and leave it for this evening. Hopefully you'll have a fantastic rest of your evening. And also, stay weather aware throughout the day tomorrow, because conditions are going to probably deteriorate pretty doggone quick once the system starts. So, and I know that there are some. I'm aware of Fairmont State University's commencement ceremony tomorrow. I am not sure the times off the top of my head. Because, well, as you can see behind me, I've had mine since May already. But anyway, that's beside the fact. I'm not sure what the times are for it off the top of my head. I think I know one's probably at like 2. Not sure the first one. But by 2 o'clock, we're going to start to see some of that heavier snow begin to overtake the region. So if you're heading up to that stuff tomorrow, use extreme caution. I think the morning one, you're going to be okay, since this doesn't start until like later on in the afternoon hours. So the 2 p.m. one, you're going to have some travel headaches. Probably not quite much start before 2 p.m., but on your way home, you're going to have some problems. So just use extra caution heading up to all that stuff tomorrow. Otherwise, for the rest of you, have a safe, fantastic good rest of your evening and a fantastic Saturday ahead. And we will chat again soon. I guess, folks.